Ladies and gentlemen, it's qualifying for the German Grand Prix. Welcome out to Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. And it is time for the drivers in Porsche Supercup to get ready and get going here for this qualifying session for the fourth round of the championship. Drivers eager to get out. There you see Daniel Santos not wasting a single second up over the curb, and he is wanting to get right out on it. So the drivers all in it now. This is the penultimate round. There's only 2 more opportunities for points in qualifying. The next round has been confirmed to be double points, so it's going to be very crucial for all the drivers to set themselves up perfectly for the final round. It all starts here in qualifying. That's the most important part. Let's go find our drivers though, and this is our main man who's already been making headwaves. As soon as he joins, he's looked like he's been the talk of the town and really has been proving himself. Max Kitt, the American driver, joining us for his debut race in Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. A very new name to myself, but maybe in the sim racing world, not a new name at all. He's a very quick driver, and we're gonna find out here in qualifying. So here we go, on board with Max Kitt. Let's set ourselves up for a rear camera here as well. Heading into turn 1 now, braking down into second gear. It's an early apex. You want to just hug the inside into 1 and 2 because they're all going downhill. Play with the throttle, then turn 3. I hate this corner, personally, driving it. You want to get as wide as possible. It's kind of like China turn 2 in Formula 1 at Shanghai. Get as wide as possible and get slowly but surely turned in. Double left-hander, pretty quick. You can carry the momentum in 3rd gear and then hold the throttle down flat up for the left-hander. You want to be over the curb, so you see Kitt is just losing about a 10th there, but still a first lap, want to get the banker in. Quick flick to the left. You don't want to get too wide there over the white line because there is a potential chance that track limit does catch you out. But this is a very quick section into the left-hander once again. Right-hander now over the curbs on the left-hand side. Downhill once again. Another braking zone similar to turn 3. Late apex. And you just want to be modulate on the throttle, and then as you see, it looks like Max has backed out of this lap. Peter Sobel behind him is going to push on hard, however, and we're going to see what time he's going to do. Peter Sobel, Max Kitt, coming across the line now. It's Peter Sobel with the fastest lap. 1:21.433. Times are now starting to roll in here, but nobody looks like they are touching the DNP driver at the top. I take it back. Daniel Santos, fastest, 1:21.175. So opening qualifying times now, as we have 6 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. It's Santos who took the purple sector 3 to be specific, and he is already on provisional, followed by Peter Sabot and Christian Ramau. So qualifying starting to really ramp up here. You see Christian improving on his time, looking to see if we have anybody who's getting a better improvement on their lap. Everyone is improving, so that is a good sign. There you see Kitt 4, almost 5/10ths up. Peter Sabot cutting the middle sector, so his current lap is not going to count. And we're on now with Max Kitt. And we're going to see what he's going to do. Coming around the final corner. Sven has purpled the middle sector, but it's Max Kitt with a 1:25.34. With Eamon going up to P2. Bergstein, 3rd position. He had a purple middle sector. Max Kitt with the purple 1st sector. No improvement in the 1st sector for Max. So truly interesting that different drivers are taking the fastest in different sectors. That has really shuffled down Santos now, but there you see him. He's on the bubble, just about a 10th off in the 1st sector. So he's right on it with a potential chance of getting onto the front row as it stands. Can he find a bit of improvement? That's the real question. And he's pushing very hard. We're going to come back to him in just a moment's time. We're going to watch the next couple of drivers enter into the first sector. 5 minutes left to go in the session. And it's Max who still holds on with a 1:25.34. Is that pole position, or does he have more to offer? It's provisional as it stands. Looks like he's improving. Second sector, it is quicker. 2 corners to go. 4 kits in the black and yellow Porsche Supercup. Makes it as wide as possible, heading into the final corner, using all available track at his disposal. Coming across the line, it comes early, and he goes faster with a 1:20.472. Asbjørn goes second fastest, 1:26.25 for him. Looks like Sven's not going to be able to improve this time out, but Eamon with a solid lap, personal improvements all around the board. He's just off of the fastest lap time. A little bit of a slide there from Santos, however. Let's look at his teammate as he comes across the line, goes to 4th, knocks down his teammate, and goes on to the second row. D&P really suffering down in this first half of this qualifying session. They're P7 and 8, but there should be some more chances to improve. There is time left for them. That's the most important part. Now, what can we see from these drivers here as they come down to the last 3 minutes of this session? Drivers looks like they're entering pits and coming out with more fuel. You see Max is pushing hard, but it's not a valid lap to begin with, as I believe he may have just exited out of pits. However, Sven looks like he might be able to improve this lap as Santos goes up to 3rd, and he's on the second row now officially. Let's find out what Sven can do. Can he push him down? And a little bit of an oversteer moment, hitting the grass quite a bit, a lot of exit curb, and now he races to the line. Is that going to be any sort of improvement? It's not going to be. So he's now on for another lap. Tires are really going to start going by quickly. And there you see a slide from Sven, so it's not helping his case whatsoever. And he's actually going to stop. Looks like he may be going for one final proper attempt. And let's see what he can do. On board with kits. And the top 3 not looking like they're finding much improvements. But we're looking at P1 right now. 43.0 is his personal best to beat, and it's also the fastest in the first sector. Let's see what he can do. Racing to the first sector now, and take a look at that. 1/1000th of a second. And if that's not matching, barely, I don't know what is. He's gone off, though. So it looks like a little too much pushing, but he's really got the formula to improve himself in that first sector. Some drivers to note, looks like Dominic Mazzucco struggling quite a bit in this qualifying session. Let's see if this lap, though, can be something to write home about. It's 9th still, so very interesting. No improvement from Mazzucco in this qualifying session. We look here now at Lasmana, trying to dig deep, trying to see if he can match his teammate. He's currently 3rd. It'll be amazing for BWT if they can get themselves on the second row, or maybe even sniping themselves a pole position coming to the end of this qualifying session. Just a minute left to go, so the drivers who are in that 3rd sector are going to be able to get one more attempt at it for pole position. It's 1 bonus point, but points truly go a long way. But as it stands for Max, he looks to be going for his inaugural first race, first qualifying, first pole. As we see Lasmana, still nothing can be done from him. But Max has gone quicker in the first sector. We go on board with the American driver as he heads up the hill, flat out, first left. Second left is a little bit of a lift, trying to keep the car within track limits as he goes into the flick of the right downhill section, and he is improving so much quicker. Just 2 corners left to go. This is the 2 hardest parts when you put all the stress into the tires. 3rd gear for him, final corner left to go for him. Gets the car as wide as possible, but just misses out on the apex. Is that going to matter? Here comes Kit across the line. It's provisional. It's pole. 5 seconds left. It's 1:22.80. Checkered flag has come out for the drivers. And we find out and we see who is going to be holding on for these final couple of seconds as the drivers come across the line. Rupnarine, nothing cannot be done, but we look at Aspear. Behind him, it is Verksy. 2 quick drivers. Eamon comes across, nothing can be done, but Sven goes to third. It's crucial for his championship picture, that's for sure, when his championship rival is ahead of him. Danny Nasir next to come across the line, I believe. Here comes Danny. Let's see what he can do. Goes to 13th. Now, crucial. Dominic Mizzuzzo. No, he's taking it to the pits, so he's not going to complete that lap. Max as well is going to take it to the pits, looking for Klaus now. I do still see him on track for Valhalla. P15 at the moment, and Rupnarine, he should have already came across the line. He did, so he's still just driving out on track. But as it stands right now, here comes Klaus, 2 corners to go. And can he at least get up into the top 10 potentially? Or is this necessarily just an outlap? But he's going to see the checkered flag come across, and he's not going to find improvement. Max Kit takes pole position in his first race in his CMRSC career. Eamon second, Sven third.